Colleagues, it's 2:09 p.m. Sabata. I'm doing a recording on UPS. This is a stock which I spoke about on Twitter last week. Spoke about it last week about, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, that this is a selling zone. And I just want to make this video and explain why I called it a selling zone, because what I did on that video on my Twitter posting was just to, first of all, I posted that it's in the sell zone. Then the next follow-up post there was that it's a, what do you call this? I posted the chart, the chart which was this. This is what I posted with these dotted lines, saying this point is a topping zone and a place where one needs to sell it at. And I was just trying to open the Twitter feed, but it's having its own errors. Let's skip that. But if you want to find out what I posted, just give you my username. It's at thanks113. If you go into that one, then you'll find the post which I'm referring to. Let me just close that and go back to the chart and talk technicals. The reason why I called it a top is because I have divergency and groupings. If you follow my crosshair, you'll see that I have this golden line. Price is definitely going up. And on RSI is making lower highs. So it's diverging from the price. That's why this is a sell divergency, because it's happening at the top there. But most people have challenges with divergency. I'll just use it as an example. You can note here that we're at a double bottom there and there on the RSI. And the price was moving lower when the RSI was having double bottoms. That was a buy divergence. But that's not where people have challenges. People have challenges in determining that, is this the final bottom point or not of the divergence? Because even on this one, it was still a divergence. But how do you know that this is the bottom where you call the market to change direction? This is how I use these several stock RSIs. When they are all grouped at the bottom, that's a buy zone. So when this buy zone coincides with a divergency, that's a strong signal for me. That's why even in this zone, we have divergency coinciding with a grouping. These groupings happen at the top zones or bottom zones. I'll just show a few examples. This was a grouping. This was a bottom. After that, the price went up. This was the second grouping for the divergency. After the price dropped to that level where it grouped, it went up. With some similar groupings, but they're not perfect groupings. And this one also is grouping at the top with one not confirming, but also you will see that they pick the tops. Same here. Here's the grouping there on this big red bar. That was the bottom. All these other ones were opening lower but never closing lower. This was the bottom. We have the same scenario currently with divergence. When we have this grouping confirming a top, and that top which is confirmed coincides with the divergency, I know that we are in a sell zone. That's why I called this UPS as a sell zone. That's why even now I'm still insisting that yes, we haven't got a confirmation red bar, but this is a sell zone. And I'm not really fussy about a confirmation of getting in too early, because the safest place to get in, be it a little bit late at times, it's when you have parabolic flip over and price closing below the blue line here, which is the tick and sell. But because I use options and I use options for a period of about 3 months, I'm not really fussy about waiting for the confirmation. When I see grouping with divergence, I pull the trigger there so that I usually benefit from the full sell zone. Like if it was in this zone here, if I bought at that level, yes, these 3 weeks were going to be tricky for somebody who doesn't know, but I will be comfortable and gain the full move up to there or watch it going all the way there. So that's the issue. And the other challenge, it's a video for another day, is that most people are afraid to buy or sell because they are not sure that they will get it right. But using these groupings, you know where the bottom is. And using options to trade where you know that, like you're using your back spread ratios, you have no issues. Even if you got it wrong, you know that you'll break even if it moves too much in the opposite direction. But yeah, the key thing which I wanted to illustrate in this video, why I call this one, is because there was a grouping divergence, RSI divergence with price, and a grouping at the top. This is a sell zone. Let's wait and see how it comes up in these coming 3 weeks or so. But I think UPS in the because if I was trading this, I was going to put a structure for 3 months where I would be expecting it to be going down. And within 2 months, I think I'll get paid. It's 2:09 p.m. Sebata. I thank you. Bye-bye. We'll come and review this one after a month or two.